Austin Davidson showed up at the courthouse this morning awaiting his fate. With red hair now and wearing a green shirt and khaki pants, Davidson listened while Hilliard's mother and widow talked about their loss.
It's very emotional for me having to explain to the gentleman that took my husband's life who my husband was to me and my family and to the community.
A jury convicted Davidson of shooting and killing Hilliard on June 12, 2022. Hilliard was attempting to arrest Davidson on multiple warrants. During the sentencing, Davidson's attorney asked for life in prison with the possibility of parole. She explained he faced significant trauma and loss as a child and asked he be given the chance to make something of his life in the future. In court, Tashika Hilliard said, "I wish I could feel sorry for you because your childhood was rough and you were in foster care." She went on to explain that her husband also grew up in foster care and said, quote, "Glenn made his choice to be a part of the solution, not a problem."
I wanted him to understand that my husband's life meant something to all of us.
When asked if he wanted to speak, Davidson said he was advised against it, but felt he needed to apologize. He said, quote, "I'm sorry for your son, husband, and your children's father. I was selfish. I didn't think of anything but my own situation. I'm sorry."
Just mumbling words, I don't believe it. I believe that if he had the opportunity to have not gotten caught, he would have no remorse.
I wanted that young man to know that while he hurt us terribly, that he couldn't destroy us, that he didn't have that power.
The judge said he struggled to believe Davidson felt true remorse, saying he bragged about the murder in prison and threatened a corrections officer.
He will think about Glenn Hilliard every day of his life because he will wake up in a concrete and steel cell for the rest of his natural life. He will never see the light of day, and that brings personal closure to me.
The community continues to pay tribute to Deputy First Class Glenn Hilliard's memory, naming a road in his honor not far from where he lived. And the sheriff's office had coins created bearing his badge number, his picture, and end of watch date. Well, Davidson has 30 days to appeal the sentence. Of the dozens of people in that courtroom, Davidson had a few friends there to support him, but they did not want to speak publicly.